Today, I'm taking you on a tour in Roseville, California, in Folsom Road Neighborhood, which is central Roseville. This is listed under $500,000, and this home was built in 1920. Once you take a look on the inside, you won't believe it. Today, we're looking at this 2-bedroom, 1-bath home, which is just over 1,150 square feet on Donner Avenue. This is central Roseville. I'm gonna show you guys this home today, treat you guys as if you're my clients, walk you through some of the things that I would pay attention to, some things I like or would possibly change. So getting right into it, we're gonna start out with our main cross and through streets. Right down Donner Avenue, which is, by the way, a one-way street, you're gonna have Douglas Boulevard as your main through street. Then just over the road here, you're gonna have Folsom Road as your main cross street. Actually, I said that in reverse. Folsom Road's your main through street, Douglas Boulevard is your main cross street. From the exterior look, you have the still classic Roseville cottage look, but then with a new modern look in the front of it. It's got dry, low landscaping, which is nice for people who don't care for the upkeep. You have this nice elevated patio area, which looks out into the neighborhood. This neighborhood is very well established. You don't have too much turnover here. And when homes go for sale, they typically go pretty quick just because of the location. Really, the location about this home is a standout feature. But once we take a look on the inside, that might change your mind. So once we step in, I want you guys to just focus on the vast openness that you feel when you walk in. Modern, elegant look is what I would say that this home has. So as you walk in, you're greeted by this completely open flowing from the living room to the dining room to the kitchen. But we're gonna start one thing at a time. We're gonna start with the living room. The living room is surrounded by natural light from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows and has upgraded recessed lighting running throughout the entire home. Nice large fan with the big light. And probably my favorite thing about the living room is the entertainment wall. Why? Well, it's because of the rivets in the wall here that you could actually get a sense of this feel. So it just brings some texture and life to the room. The floating shelves tie in beautifully to the floor here. And one thing I want you guys to notice is if you just step beyond the living room and flow right into the dining room, you're gonna see that everything is just almost as if it was one room. I really like that, and it makes the room, an entire part of the house, feel very open. As we get to the dining area, you can see that it's kind of a small space, so ideally you're not gonna have more than 4 people here outside of a couple people sitting at the bar, which is absolutely okay because that's where the open space really ties in. So you could be in the living room entertaining guests, but still be in the kitchen cooking and have a completely flowing conversation and not feel like anyone else is cut off. Once we make our way into the kitchen, probably my favorite thing about the home, outside of one mystery feature, which I'll show you guys at the end, is because of the natural light that it has, but then these accented lights. I just want to show you guys how big a difference these lights make. On and off. We're gonna go off. It makes the room feel a little dull. I want you guys to focus on where the lights pop on and how it draws your attention to it. Boom. That right there gives this kitchen and other parts of the home that have similar lighting an upgraded, elegant feel to it. And one nice thing too is that if you're in the middle of the night going to go get food and you have these beautiful low brightness lights on, you're not blinded by the night. So just one functionality feature that I just thought about right now, and I'm like, that would be such a nice thing to have. So as we walk our way through the kitchen, I want you guys to see how nice these drawers are. First, they're soft closing, which is just a nice feature to always have, but then they have this really unique dark blue and just really unique handles. I mean, I personally haven't seen handles like this in a long time, and it's oftentimes because they're more expensive. So the people that upgraded this home, they did a fantastic job. And one of the other features that I really like about this, but you can't get in new construction, is the gas stove. For all my people out there who appreciate cooking, you got a 4-burner right here. You got the stove in the middle, upgraded appliances. This thing's ready to go. And then you have the opposite side of the kitchen. So I know the kitchen might have seemed small from the perspective looking in here, but then once you look on the opposite side of the kitchen, you have more counter space, plenty more of storage. So honestly, I do feel like this kitchen is actually larger than what it gives off from when you first walk in. As always, possible breakfast nook. And then you could store a couple other appliances here. You have a nice upgraded smart refrigerator that you could probably talk to or use Siri, or possibly even ChatGPT. But just seriously, just a really, really warm, welcoming feel when you walk into the kitchen, really because of those lights. So we're gonna make our way into the primary bedroom. The primary bedroom is by far a standout room in this house. So as soon as you walk in, you have a nice sized room with upgraded recessed lighting. You have a small closet here. The closet, I'm not gonna lie, is a little smaller and kind of a little lackluster for the room, but you are making up for it in the bathroom, which we're gonna take a look at in a second. Show you the rest of the room. Has a decent size to it, nice amount of natural light, and then always nice to have the extra recessed lighting. So when we walk into the bathroom, again, I know I pointed out the accent lights, but just what a difference in look it gives to the entire bathroom. And that right there is honestly one of the cooler features in this bathroom. Again, how big of a difference? What does it make? Well, you be the judge. I think it makes a huge difference. And then again, to my point of if you're coming in the middle of the night, can you imagine just walking in and seeing these very low dim lights that just bring out all of the upgrades, but without blinding you? I think it's very, very cool. And if I could do that to my bathroom, I 100% would. So as you walk through the primary bedroom, you're gonna have the kitchen off to your left, but what you have in between the two rooms is a dedicated closet area. So you have this closet with some shelving in here. Theme does carry along to where you do have the soft closing cabinets. One thing I want to point out though, look at the design of the handles. Each handle does not run the same way. I'd probably imagine they did that for functionality reasons, but then when you actually grab it, it kind of gives it a cool design. Let me know in the comments if you guys would run all of them the same way or if you guys would keep the different design that they have here. Second bedroom off to my left. It's gonna be a standard room size, but the one upgraded feature I'd say that this room has to offer is it actually has a walk-in closet. So typically you don't see that with guest bedrooms, but in this case you do get a walk-in closet. So really nice feature to have. This is the backyard, which we will look at later, and hint, that is also where the mystery piece is that I'm excited to show you guys about. So up the stairs we go. This room is 2-bedroom, 1 bath, but does have 2 extra additional rooms, which we're gonna look at in a second. But as we walk through, for all my taller folks, I'm 5'9", technically 5'9" 3/4, but who's counting? But just look at what the height situation is here. So once I get up to the 4th step, I'm not able to fully stand. So just one thing to be aware of for all the taller people out there. As you walk up the stairs, this is where the mystery begins. And not the mystery I'm showing you in the backyard, but what are you gonna do with this space? You have a loft area, you have this extra bonus space out in front overlooking the street. This could be a really, really cool library, it could be a cool playroom, it could be a possible office. You got AC vents running up here, so you do feel the heat a little bit, but you do feel the AC as well. The only thing right now is that there's no lights up here. So that's probably one thing you would want to add ASAP, just because, I mean, just look at what big of a difference it does with no lights. Pretty big difference. When we walk into the second additional room, basically exact layout as the front room here. But just a really cool space. I mean, just think about it. You have all this extra square footage on top, which could be whatever you want it to be. So I think that this alone is a huge feature that the home has to offer that maybe different utilization for different people, but under the circumstances, you have the space and you could make it your own. So again, just look at the lighting. One thing I forgot to show you guys here is look how cool this is. I mean, I don't know. I like it. It's unique. It's different. I'm a sucker for those types of things. And I think it's a really cool look. So we're going to make our way through this door. And through this door is going to be the laundry room. So you have your own dedicated laundry room, which is always nice to have. Keep the separation. Your laundry here. The rest of the house is for fun. You have some storage shelves right along to your left here. Pretty good space. And then here you're going to have your dryer hookup as well as your washer dryer setup. And then you also do have a couple extra cabinets here. And I am glad that they kept the theme. I know it sounds stupid or simple that, you know, of course they're going to keep the theme, but you'd be surprised as to how many people will do upgrades to a home and just give up. And the last room, it's just, you know, a little detail, but just things like that you want to pay attention to, because when you're looking at that, if you can catch lazy mistakes by whomever the person remodeled the home on, then you want to watch out for those things, because those are oftentimes simple mistakes are also leading to large things that they may have overlooked. So as we walk into the backyard, I want to make a big emphasis that the majority of the backyard is primarily here and along the side. You don't really have much of an actual backyard per se. Technically, it is all the backyard because everything behind the fence is your backyard. But nonetheless, you have plenty of space to be able to put an RV. You could put a boat. You could put several cars back here. And now I'm going to show you guys the mystery feature that I've been wanting to show you from the very beginning. On Zillow or Redfin or whatever site you guys use, you guys have a picture that shows this angle right here. And it clearly shows that there's something right there, but you're like, well, what is it? Well, I'm going to show you guys exactly what this is. So as we make our way down, you have these steps, low clearance here. For all my tall folks, again, watch yourself because you will smack yourself upside the head. As we make our way and duck down, I'm just going to show you guys how low of a clearance this is. So really low clearance. But then one thing I can almost guarantee you guys have never seen. What's behind this door? Well, dun, 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 dun. It's the under of the house. The under of the house. It's beneath the house. How many people can say that they've seen the bottom of the home? I mean, I don't know. I think maybe this is just me being overreactive to it, but I mean, we're literally walking underneath the house. And oftentimes, you know, underneath the house is a super small crawl space that you just never want to go. You send the inspector to go under there. But here, in this case, you're really able to see everything that goes under the house. So here they have a brand new water heater. They have new plumbing lines that they've put in here, a new HVAC unit. And again, I just really wanted to show you guys what the bottom of this home looked like, because I could almost guarantee you most of you guys have never seen it. And before this, I can confidently say that I had never seen the bottom of the home in a space like this. So that is the mystery. Was it worth the wait? You guys let me know. So what do you guys think? We're talking about a fully modernized home that still has the Roseville classic charm, centrally located, under $500,000. If you guys found this home tour helpful or like seeing other home tours like this, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments if this is a house that you guys would like. I'll catch you guys on the next one.